Spiders. We'd like to frame up the spiders before we look at the max list. We like to frame up the big ETFs before we look at the max list. Spiders bouncing. Notice this, fell on heavy volume, fell on heavy volume, bouncing up on less volume. We would like to see heavier volume going up than heavier volume going down. Just common sense. Am I forecasting that it's the end? No, gosh, no. I'm just saying when the market's going up, you like more power. That's all. That's all. SSO, similar situation. But note this, volume on the SSO is a little bit better 2 days ago. Spiders, less. SSO, a bit better. Oh, okay. Here's QQQ, NASDAQ 100. Also want to point this out to you. Spiders, see that? Above the 20-day and the 8 EMA and above the rising 50-day. QQQ, right at the 50-day. 50-day is still rising, but not as strong. Tells us in an instant, what's stronger? The S&P 500 is stronger than the NASDAQ 100. There you go. That helps you. QLD, similar situation, lagging. IWM was acting okay, but fell on heavy volume here. Bouncing back, needs to get over the 50-day. TNA, similar situation, the leverage one. MDY, now this is above the 50-day. Compare and contrast. Small cap, below the 50-day. Mid cap, above the rising 50-day. On increasing volume. I mean, this is what we do in Mission Winners. We analyze price and volume. Down, didn't close bad. Down on heavy volume, up on less volume, up on even less volume. MDY. Down on heavy volume, but closed okay. Down on heavy volume, but less volume than the previous day. Up on heavier volume than the down day. Up on heavier volume than the previous up day. That's power. There you go. What does that say? Mid caps are stronger than small caps. And then we've got this one right here. This focuses on the max list stock. FV, just one to look at. This is a pretty ugly bar here, folks. Look at the volume on that. And it's rallied on decreasing volume. What's it tell us? Just that there's not a lot of power there. So now let's look at the max list, okay? This is fun. It's like birthday parties. Here we go. This is a good reversal bar bouncing off the 200-day. You can say it's a red bar. Note the open and note how it closed. But then this was a weak bar. This isn't that strong of a bar because it closed in the bottom half of its range. It's rallying. It's a little bit over the 50-day. Maybe it'll continue and bounce. But what would we like to see? We'd like to see some power there. How's power measured? By price action and by some corresponding increasing volume action. That's a good thing. Here we go. Move on. Let's go. Come on. Amazon. Up on okay volume. First off, down on heavy volume. Up on average daily volume, but less than the previous down bar. Down on a pickup in volume, heavier than the up volume. Up on less volume, up on less volume. Where's it at? It's right at the 50-day. What does it need to do? Thrust through that 50-day with real volume. That's what we'll be looking for, okay? And note there is some overhead here. But support on the 200-day possibly and the 50-day. Double. So let's watch it and see what happens. Alibaba, this is nothing. Just leave it alone. Don't oh, maybe it's going to bounce. Folks, you know what overhead supply is? You think there's people that bought this that's still in here, that still own it here? Yeah. You think there's people that bought it up here that still own it down here? Yeah. Every time it goes up, you think there's going to be people going, I'm up a little bit, I'm selling that son of a Buckeye. There you go. Move on down the line. Baidu, nothing. Facebook started to bounce. Now look at the strength on Facebook. Let's compare and contrast. At the 50-day, at the 50-day, below the 50-day, below the falling 50-day, above the moving averages, all the moving averages. That's a plus. You like to buy strength, don't you? Well, there's some strength there. Now, am I telling you to buy it? No, I'm just pointing out what the strength is and where the weakness is. And also pointing out, and you like strength, don't you? It did pick up on a slight pickup in volume Friday. Google looks decent. Okay, and isn't it ironic? We talked about this with the VIPs, and then this weekend it was mentioned in Investors Daily. Lifting up here, they're showing some strength. Goldman Sachs showing some strength above the 50, the 21, and the 80 EMA. Isn't that what you want? MasterCard. There's really nothing here, folks. Not yet. Okay, leave it alone. Microsoft starting to pick up. Wish the volume was a little heavier, but it is above the rising 50-day. Netflix, folks, this is a bad movie right now. Okay, we don't need to watch this. Nvidia bouncing. What does it need to do, team? It needs to lift off here, and it needs to do it on a pickup in volume. Square. Yeah, this is more than a rounding error. This is a problem. Leave it alone. Down on heavy volume at the 200-day. There's nothing there right now. Say Tesla. Nothing good here at this point in time. Maybe it's going to bounce off the 200-day, but there's some real overhead supply in this. Okay. Twitter, the tweets ain't helping. Nothing. Visa, lifting up a little bit, but no real power. Okay. So we got to wait. So that's what we look for. That's the max list for everybody. So let's rock and roll and see what we can do.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.